Jumping for Lake Central that'll be Norrell Smith, the 6'4" junior forward, and he'll go up against Nick Mantis, the 6'2" junior guard for Lowell. He must be the one who get up the highest there. And going to throw it up is Emerson, and we have high school basketball almost starting, as it was a false start here from the Barato Center. Don't forget also, you can listen in the morning, as I will be there at 5:30 in the morning, be able to hear a lot about these games. Oh, nice tip there. It goes to Lowell, bringing it across the timeline, and that'll be Jonathan Corey. Jonathan Corey in the corner. It goes to Mantis. He goes along the baseline, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good again. And it comes down to Lake Central's Norrell Smith, the 6'4" junior, sweeps that off the front of the rim. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you got to get the jitters out. Both teams look like they see if that was tipped out. Jim always in these games, the first couple possessions are helter-skelter. These kids got to get some of the jitters out of their system, then they'll start settling down. That time, quick shot by Manis, gets his own rebound and misses it. Let the jitters out early.
The ball comes into the middle, and trying to put it up is Frank Diak, and he travels. Talk about jitters.
We've done enough of these, Jim. I know the first minute normally is helter-skelter, and then they'll settle down and play some good ball.
And let's have Lowell with the ball, bringing it across the timeline. Lake Central back in a man-to-man. They get it down to the big guy, puts it up and in. Let me figure this out. 20 is Grant Monix. The bigger one is Hayden Monix. So that was actually tipped out by Grant Monix. 2 Coreys and 2 Monixes. So if you guys just don't mind, I'm going to say Monix or Corey. You figure out which one. Diak with the ball. Now Lowell goes to a man-to-man. Gage Ray with the ball out front. Sean Griffin doing a little weave out front. Trying to get the ball to Skylar Smith. He is guarded tightly by one of the Coreys. Gage Ray, long 3, top key, good.
You can't let those. There was a pick set up top. Lowell didn't get through it. That leaves an open look for Gage Ray, and he knocks it down. You need to communicate on that high pick.
Nick Mantis, the heralded sophomore for Lowell. No, he's a junior. I'm sorry, he's a junior now. He gets the ball, and it is put up by Corey. No good, and it'll come the other way. Here comes Sean Griffin. See if they'll go in transition. Kick it out. Skylar Smith, long 3, and that is off the mark. Skylar can shoot from the boulevard. He did right there. He missed it. Here comes Nick Mantis. Long 3 for Lowell. He airballs it, and he's going to hear it. And Darter, and it'll come the other way. Here comes Graziano. 13 seconds left. Graziano, top of the key. Got it by Nick Mantis. Down to 9. Doesn't know what to do. He's going to dribble around. Finally gets it out to Darter. Long over to Gage Ray, who's 3 for 3 from 3. They get it to Skylar Smith. Long 3, puts it up, no good. 14-10 at the end of 1. Lake Central at 14-11. Lowell with only a handful of losses comes in as the favorite. They're behind after 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to East Chicago, the Barato Center. 14-10, Lake Central over Lowell at the end of 1. Kuzik, first quarter key.
A gay rage, 9 points. He's averaging 3. He hits 3 threes in the first quarter. That's what's positive for Lake Central. On the negative side for Lowell, they got to get the ball down low a little bit to Hayden Monix and then work from the inside out. Too many quick jump shots for Lowell in this first quarter.
Lowell goes out of the 1-3-1, and they'll come back into man-to-man. Graziano throws the ball down low, and he travels on, I believe that's Ethan Darter. Darter on the travel in.
No, I think that was 35. I think who was
Diak. That's Diak.
Yeah, and you know what? You just got to go up with that one, Jim. That was a beautiful lob pass. You got to put it right off the glass. He tried to put it on the dribble, and he walked with it.
Gage Ray has 3 threes, all of them brought to you by Dr. Michael Mintz of Ileana Endodontics. IleanaEndo.com. If you need a root canal, he's your guy. It'll be low ball. Bring the ball in. Corey on the right side. He's guarded tightly by Skylar Smith. He steps back, puts up a long 2. Good D by Smith. Bad shot by Corey off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Ethan Darter.
Too quick of a shot, as I said earlier.
You got a foul on Lake Central as a steal. A lazy pass by Graziano. And I'll tell you what, Lowell doesn't mess around. It's Brett Skorka, 6'1" sophomore. He comes off the bench and he was ready, stole the ball, and was immediately fouled by Graziano. Not a bad foul. The guy probably would have gone for maybe even a dunk on the other end.
Lazy pass, and then also the offensive player did not come meet the pass, which allowed the low player to get into the passing lane.
Corey with the ball puts up long 3 off the front of the rim, but a rebound comes down. And who else playing some really good quick ball here is Brett Skorka, the sophomore. He gets the rebound, kicks it out to Corey. Corey goes baseline on Graziano. Back on out to Skorka. Skorka dribbles in the middle, puts it up, no good. And it is an air ball. No good. Rebound comes down to Lake Central.
Yeah, they've just all abandoned any down-low game, Jim. So it's all, I'm either going to beat you on a dribble or shoot from the threes, and they've only got 10 points with 5 minutes to go in this first half.
Zach Redmond missing that one. Skylar Smith, long three from Lake Central from the Boulevard. No good. Fought for on the rebound. Finally, Mantis gets it for Lowell, and they'll push it on up. Comes down to Corey, long three, shot up, and good! They can score in a hurry, though. And it's a quick timeout, and it's a 30-second. We'll keep it right here. 4:53 left in the first half, and it is Dave Molosnik of Lake Central who calls the time. Sorry. Al, you got to make him bigger font for Uncle Jim, okay? The little bitty font ain't going to work. Here it comes. Lake Central ball out of the timeout to get the ball up very quickly against the Red Devil full court pressure. No big deal there. Sean Griffin just outrunning it. So Lake Central will set with the ball. It's Sean Griffin out front to Diak. Diak top of the key. Trying to throw the ball down low. Can't do it. Griffin left alone. Finally long three by the big guy Darter, and that is an air ball, and it'll come down to Lowell. Corey with the rebound. Jonathan Corey. He'll dribble on up. He'll go against Skylar Smith. Long three by Mantis. Up and off the front of the rim, and rebound comes down to Lake Central's number 21, and that is Nick Bandura. Bandura with the rebound.
Do you have Manis scratching yet tonight?
No, I don't have him. Al, has he scored yet? No. Manis has not scored yet. Nope. So
that's a push-off.
That's a push-off. It's an offensive foul on Bandura of Lake Central. You know what? Manis has one. Remember, he got fouled?
Okay.
Yeah, he's got 1 point. He missed one of the free throws. So 17-13, Lowell. They're down by 4. They'll get the ball. It'll be Manis in the background court with Jonathan Corey. They also have on the floor, and Joe Delgado's running them in and out. Noah Durr, and they also just put in Bailey Laumeyer, a 6-foot sophomore, and they'll give him the job of bringing the ball up right now. He does. It's Nick Manis on the wing. And want Manis on the wing. They don't want him to have to go off the top of the key all the time. You got a moving pick there on Lowell as Noah Durr, the 6'4 sophomore, forgot that you can't move while you're doing that pick.
That's been an emphasis this year with the high pick, because all the teams do that high pick and roll. You got to get set, and he did not that time. It's a turnover.
Got full court pressure now from Lowell, and it'll come to Sean Griffin in the background. Griffin will in the backcourt. He'll just dribble up, give it off to Diak. Diak's caught in the backcourt, finally gets it to Griffin. He'll dribble across into the double team, and Bandura goes to the basket, and he gets fouled. And I believe they'll call that on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like Durr tried to get over, cut baseline, unable to do so, slid over. He picks up the foul. Nice dribble that time. Nice drive by Bandura as he's going to take a break, and you got
Skylar Smith coming in. Also, Brandon Corey coming in, and he'll take Noah Durr's place on the Lowell side. Also coming in for Lowell will be Grant Monix. He'll take his place down low. Grant Monix, a starter, 6'4" sophomore. Ball comes in. Skylar Smith gets it into Diak. Come right back over to Skylar Smith. He tries to get something going, but three guys jump on him. Diak goes to the basket, and we got a foul. You know what, Kuz? Good things happen when you go to the basket, especially when you're Frank Diak. What do they got him listed as?
He's about 6'4", 6'5".
No, he's bigger than that. Let's see. What do you got? Frank Diak, they got him at 6'5", junior, and you got Ethan Darter at a 6'6", junior. They're bigger than the Lowell guys. They need to go to the basket like that. Lowell could have trouble.
Well, what that also does is it leads to you have to worry about the ball going down low, and then when you come down and you double down, then you can kick out to your shooters. Lowell has not been able to do that. They haven't gotten their down low game going, so it's all shooting from the outside. I said earlier before the game, you got to get Monix going. Lake Central's done a better job of going inside out early on.
Yeah, basketball sectionals. Opening round from the Barado Center, East Chicago. He's Dave Kuziak. I'm Jim Diedlow. Al Diedlow with us also. Sean Griffin off the nice block by Skorka from Lowell on Lake Central as Diak went up for the shot and he was just rejected. Ball comes out. It'll be Gage Ray out front. Gives it to Darter. Gage and Darter playing catch out front along with Griffin for Lake Central. Under a minute left in the first half. Stay tuned for Kirk DeMino-Smith at halftime. You know what? I don't know if Lake Central's going to try to go the gambit. No, long three by Gage Ray. Puts it up, no good. And Skorka with the rebound for Lowell. So Lowell does have a shot. Maybe they'll go for one. Maybe not. Corey with the ball. Long three. Shot up and no good. And the ball is rebounded by Griffin. He might have gotten away with a double dribble there.
He did.
And he did. Instead, you got to travel against Corey. Comes the other way. Nick Mantis jams it home.
The kid got off his feet.
19-16. Nope, they gave that one to the wrong one. It's 18-17. Sean Griffin goes with the basket, gets it to Diak. Diak puts it up, gets the rebound, puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
Now we're starting to see these teams get it last minute of the first half. This is what we're going to see. We thought we were going to see the entire first half, and they've shown it to us in the final minute. These teams can score in a hurry, and you just saw it. Mattis comes up with the steal, goes up and knocks it down. I didn't realize he had that type of hops.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, and he knew it as soon as he got it. It wasn't like he was running. He was in a dead stop, and he went up there and jammed it all up to his elbow.
Oh, yeah.
He can sky.
He knew he wanted it. He went and did it. But then all the way, the ball comes all the way back, how quickly, and now you got an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Diak with a really high arc to his free throws, puts that one up and in. He gets the old-fashioned three-point play. 20-18, that's the score. Lake Central getting Diak out of there. Don't want to get him another foul. And to finish the quarter here, it's going to be Ryan Beretta, the 6'3 junior. So it'll be Lake Central ball. They got to go the length of the court. Token. Full court pressure. It'll be Corey with the ball. 5, got a foul.
I think they got fouls to give.
They got one foul to give right there. That was actually pretty astute there, as you got the foul on Nick Bandura of Lake Central. So how did they counted it wrong.
Did they count that as shooting?
Yeah, they counted that. It's actually, that was a bad foul, as Lowell's now going to the line to shoot a one-on-one with Brandon Corey, the 5'9 junior guard. And an over 80% free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him. And he misses. There you go. So it'll be Gage Ray with the ball. He's going to get a shot up. No, he's not. Neither is Skylar Smith. And that'll be the end of the first half. 20 for the Lake Central Indians, 18 for the Lowell Red Devils. We'll be back with halftime. Kirk DeMino Smith
with 3 and Frank Dijak with 3.
All right, and that's Alan Diedlow with the stats. Al, what do you think about this first half?
I think LC needs to get the point production up a little bit. Only 6 points in the second quarter.
6 points in the second quarter. They need a little bit more scoring. Let's look at first half shooting. We've got, let's see, total field goals. We've got Lowell Red Devils 7 for 26. And from the three-point line, 2 of 13. That can't be right. Oh, no, this is Lowell. I'm sorry. Lowell, 7 of 26, 2 of 13. That's not very good shooting so far. That's one of the reasons why they only have 18 points. And for Lake Central, they were 7 of 23 and 5 of 14 from behind the arc, and only 1 of 5 from the free throw line. That's not going to get it done. 20% from the free throw line is not going to win many games. Lowell did it this way. Lowell scored 10 in the first, 8 in the second for a total of 18. Lake Central 14 in the first. Lowell needs to get Monix going on the block, then let the offense go from inside out. That'll lead to better looking shots, and that shooting percentage will go up in the second half. If you're Lake Central, you got to keep going what you got. Go high-low, get the ball down low to the big boys, and see what happens.
Starters back in for both teams. For Lowell, it'll be the 2 Coreys, the 2 Monixes, plus a Nick Mantis. They'll take the ball. Corey goes to the basket, puts the first one up. Good things happen when you go to the basket. That is Brandon Corey, the 5'9 junior. These are the grandsons of Wayne Duncanson, of the former fire chief here in Hammond. There's also Jake Corey's sons who went to Gavitt, played at Gavitt.
Don't you think that that's exactly what Coach Delgado just said? Let's slow down a little bit on the outside jump shots. Let's get to the basket a little bit. First time down, Corey puts it on the floor, gets by his defender, and picks up the foul, knocks the first one down.
And hits the Smith-Sursick free throw right there. So now we have a tie ball game with Corey over 80%. He hits that one. Do not kick us off the air there, Bork, as he walks by. It'll be 1-3-1. Pressed by Lowell. Lake Central dribbling around. They're going to get a 10-second call if they don't get it across, and finally do. Sean Griffin. And the ball comes into Diak. He's going to get a 5-second, and it does. It is a jump ball, and it will remain Lake Central ball. Coos You can't just stand there with the ball.
When you're 6'6", put the ball above your head, especially when you have guards around you. You need to use that pivot away from the defense, and the point guard needs to come and get the ball from the big boy once he gives his dribble up 30 feet from the basket.
Sean Griffin with the ball out front, guarded by Nick Mantis. 1-3-1 trap by Lowell. It's kind of confusing, Lake Central here. Skylar Smith gets the ball in the right wing. He gives it to Sean Griffin, dribbles in, long three by Norrell Smith, and that's going to airball, and it'll go out of bounds. No, it won't. It is saved by Brandon Corey. And here comes Nick Mantis with the ball for Lowell. Mantis gets it on to Jonathan Corey. Mantis on the right wing, trying to get it down low to big guy Hayden Monix, can't do it. Finally, Corey gets it on out, brings it over to Brandon Corey, long three, hits it!
Wasn't anything too inadvertent, but you want to know he could have got a technical. So, Ray Dix kind of slowing things up here a little bit.
Norrell Smith with the ball, full court pressure by Lowell. They're trying to turn it up on their defense, and it's working. Gage Ray with the ball on the left wing. He's double teamed out front. He doesn't know where to go. Finally gets it out, and the ball gets into Graziano. He travels.
Remember what I talked about in the second half? Teams, you have to have another gear that you can get to. Lowell has picked it up a notch. They've put it into third gear. I don't think Lake Central has got from second gear into third gear. We're going to have to see. If they can't do it quickly, this thing's going to get ugly.
Buck 27 left here in the third quarter. Lowell with the 5-point lead and the ball. Brandon Corey with the ball, gets it over to his brother. Corey to Corey, Corey to Corey, back to Corey. Now gets it into Nick Mantis, and runner is up and no good. Rebound tipped in by Lowell, and it's good by Monick.
Yeah, that's getting to the offensive glass. And as I said earlier, this is a danger point for this Lake Central Indian team. You got an opportunity. It's a 7-point spread with the possibility of going 8. And you're looking on the Lake Central side, where can you find points? And Lowell clearly has pushed it up a notch. This is the team that we saw all year long. And they're serving notice that they will be a player in this sectional this year.
End of the first half, 41 for Purdue, 33 for Nebraska. Back in the studio, we've got Tony Ponick, the pride of Roxana.
Smith, the defense comes down, clamps down on him. He kicks the ball out. Skylar Smith knocks down the open three. He's going to have to play big if they're going to get back in this ball game.
Brandon Corey gets it out to Noah Durr. Durr's an interesting looking guy with the sideburns, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Right out of Hoosiers. Playing for Gene Hackman. Jonathan Corey gets a ball out to Brandon Corey. He dribbles in, kicks it out to Durr. Elvis is in the building.
Elvis
gives it out to Elvis. Brandon Corey, long three, his shot is up and good.
You can't let that kid shoot.
AM 1230 WJOB in Hammond, Indiana. I'm Jim Diedlow. He's Dave Kuziak from the John A. Barato Center. Lake Central is down by 11 with the ball. Graziano dribbles in the middle, puts up a runner, no good. Rebound, Norrell Smith, he misses two. It'll come down to Lowell. Nice rebound there by Skorka.
Yeah, one and done. They just don't look like they're getting any type of offensive flow, Jim. They're struggling to find out. They're looking at each other. Where do we find points from? You don't see that same look on this Lowell team, do you?
No, Nick Mantis with the ball, kicks it out. Corey dribbles gets it out to his brother. He puts up a long two, and that's no good. Finally, the ball's tipped in by Nick Mantis.
Yeah, he grabbed that one. Norrell Smith actually timed his jump. Mantis grabs it out of his hands and then puts it in. That's a dagger. 13 with under 5 to go.
Skylar Smith dribbles in the middle, puts up a long two, and he hits it.
Is it still Brett St. Germain? I'd be asking that kid to come out tomorrow.
Graziano gets it over to Edvardson. Edvardson's guarded by Van Schuven. Van Schuven and Edvardson going at it, and a three is put up by Lake Central. And where's this kid been? That's Connor Tomasic, the sophomore.
His dad was a big-time player. Jerry Tomasic, one of the leading scorers in the history of Griffith.
3 seconds left. Van Schuven with the ball. He'll throw it up in the air, and that's it. Lowell, 61. Lake Central, 44. Lowell will move on. Right, guys, give us a minute there, and we'll be right back on AM 1230 JOB.